Hello again, welcome to Painter's Block. I'm your host, Anthony Ryden, and today we are going to be covering my LEDs and how easy they are. Even dummies like myself can get it done. Hence, with the name, it's going to be LEDs for Dummies. Now, I hope you're interested. These are really cheap. They're only about $13 for a 40 pack of these lights. They come in warm, cool, or multicolor. I went with warm and cool because multicolor is a little hard to deal with. And I'm going to show you how I use them. So really all you're going to do is make sure you find inserts for these lights, kind of like fixtures. I use a lot of cork for that. And these little caps that I have are actually from my pens that I smoke, Raw Gardens, but you can honestly find these tubes on Amazon as well. The acrylic sealer spray is what we use to soften the light, so that if you want it to be a little bit less bright. A lot of people, when you get your LEDs, they're a little too bright, and there's not a lot of ways to deal with that. An easy way is just to soften the actual bulb, or like I did with the tubes. I made basically a lampshade around my lights, giving them a softer appeal and also making it easier. Now, these lights also come with these little rubber bands, or these little rubber cylinders that go around to keep it tight so that they don't turn on in shipment, but they also make great extra little fixtures. These fixtures are really great because they're actually squeeze around it, so you can just pop these bad boys in and out. I'm just going to glue it to the base and make this my makeshift fixture for these lights, these LEDs, rather than having it taped in and having to create my own circuit, a parallel circuit, and figuring that all out. And this is just their own individual lights. If you place them in like I have, they're just easy to get to. You can put it in, take it out however you want, turn it on, turn it off, just by rotating the bulb. These Christmas lights that I got, they're like battery powered. If you look up mini battery powered LEDs on Amazon, they should pop up. And they're really quite cool. They're a little bright at first, but once you get them softened, they really do add to the effects of your base, as well as if you add other things like I'm going to show you. I'm going to add some teddy bear fuzz, and that's going to make for a cool smoke effect. And as you can see, it's quite easy just to turn them on and off. You just either turn them off if you don't have shades on, or you take the shades off and you turn it off. And if you like this, maybe like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And, maybe hit that notification bell as well, because I'm not going to be as regular. I'm going to be on a trip pretty soon, and this project's quite large. I'm going to show you also how to do this little bad boy. Now, using the other end of the tube for these pens, they actually have their own lid. I thought it'd be quite interesting to take them, cut them in half, and then using a little saran wrap and glue, making my own fixture that can go inside the resin and light the resin, but I can take the lights in and out whenever the bulbs go out. Or if I just want to change the color, or if I want to soften the light, whatever I want to do, basically to allow myself the ability to get into the resin that has a glow effect on the inside with these LEDs without having to break apart the base, cut it apart, or just having to deal with no LEDs because the light burned out. A lot of times when you have LEDs, you have to either know how to fix it, how to resolder it, how to charge the battery, how to change the bulb. With these, it's just easy. As long as you have the fixture set up ahead of time, you should be able to take these in and out. Now, using something like that has its own lid is quite nice, so I'm going to show you what I did. This is a fresh tube from one of my pens. As you see, it's quite large. It covers basically two of these lights, so we're going to use it that way. One side's going to be for the end piece, and the other side is going to be a lampshade, and the other piece is going to go inside the resin with a lid. That way we can get in and out of the resin, getting our light in case the light ever goes out, in case we want to change the color, like I said before. And once you get that initial little bend, you don't have to worry about keeping your other one there just for the size preference. I just take it, put a little mark there, and then I cut the rest of it with whatever shears you have at your house. Sharper the better, but this is it's going to be quite okay because it's going to go inside the resin. You're not going to see it, and the softer the better, to be real. And that's going to be nice because with this lid and a little bit of saran wrap, you're going to be able to do a lot. These lampshades, they're quite lovely. They actually make it easy to put smoke around it and change it up. It's honestly a lot more useful and a lot easier than I had anticipated. I didn't go into this project expecting to use any LEDs, And once I got these, I went a little bit ham and decided to put them all over. I have 6 on this project currently, 4 warm ones and 2 cool lights. Now warm meaning that's more towards the spectrum of yellow or orange, like the sun. Or cool light meaning more like bluish or indoor lighting or nighttime lighting even is usually blue. And that's what I mean by cool or warm lights, in case you didn't quite understand the reference that I was getting there. So as I'm going to show you here, the light should fit perfectly as long as you cut it about halfway. And now that we have a lid, we can just put a little bit of saran wrap on one side, glue that bad boy up, and then use a little bit of that acrylic sealer from Hodgepodge. So here you can see, you could use saran wrap, or you can use a lunchy bag. I use the lunchy bags because they don't get as stuck to my fingers or each other, and I don't have to deal with it, and it's a little bit thicker. But you can use saran wrap, whatever you have at your disposal that's easier and that you'd rather use. This is my preference, but by all means use some saran wrap, or if you're really good at like getting plastic and just like melting that plastic to there to make your own little seal, go for it. It's awesome. But I just want to make sure that when I pour the resin, this can stay in the resin, get stuck, and become its own fixture, but it'll still shine light through the fixture into the resin, because I'm going to have a sewage pool that's going to shine light, as you can see here. And here's what it looks like when it's basically midway. I haven't painted it yet, but the lights are all on. They're ready. I'm also going to be adding a little extra thing that for one of our sessions next is going to be a fun fog machine from one of my followers, Shaden36. Thank you. He is one of my best friends since I was a little kid, and he decided that this boy needed a fog machine. So I'm going to show you in one of my future videos how I install that fog machine, how I get the tube to go through, and how I'm going to pump that into the resin, as well as a few other things. Now on Instagram, I don't know if you follow me there, but we did get quite a few votes for you wanted to see my blending on bone, so I'm going to make a particular video on how to blend bone. It may be a little bit short, but I just wanted to show you how to blend it for new beginners or anybody who just wanted to see another person's version of bone blending. And then we're also going to be moving on to rust. Now rust can be a little bit hard. You don't have to use dirty down rust. Oh, real quick, this is the teddy bear fuzz that makes the smoke effect that is quite lovely. Now you can shift it around however you want. This is just a quick little look-see at what I had going. That's not even glued to the lampshades as well. So they really act as nice softeners. And if you think these are nice softeners, maybe give me a like and a subscribe. It really helps get my content out there. It really helps get these projects out. Maybe hit that notification bell, because that also helps. I'm getting that Norn emissary for the Tyranids pretty soon. I might even be getting a little bit of Tyranid crazy for this new season of painting coming up. Getting ready for LVO in January. I hope you guys enjoyed our session. I really wanted to thank you guys a little bit longer this time, give you a little bit more of a look at what we're going to be doing in the future. Like I said, I'm going to be going on a vacation pretty soon, so I'm going to be gone for about a week. I may not be as active, but I will try to respond to anybody who has any questions, or if you need to ask me what products I used, or if you hit me up on Instagram. Go ahead and give me a follow on there. I'd love to answer your questions. I'm very active on Instagram. I post every day. I'm going to be putting some side-by-side stills as well on Instagram, just to give some more to the community in case you don't want to watch a video. If you just want to see some side-by-sides and that gets you going, then I want to give that to you as well. I want the whole community to be able to enjoy learning new stuff, and then also maybe show me what you do. What is your bone blending preference? What colors do you enjoy? Do you like dry brushing? Does it give you a nice cool rough effect? Do you like to just go with the bone blend with like an Agrax Earth shade with a bone color? I'd love to know what you think and what your preferences are as a community. And I hope you enjoyed this base that we're doing. I'm going to show some dirty down rust in one of my future videos, show you how to use some of that. I've found that it works better if you wait over time, so patience is a virtue, especially in painting. Something that a lot of people aren't going to say regularly, and I'm going to need to say it as well. more regularly. But if you like this rust, maybe put it down in the comments below which one you'd like to go first, rust, bones, or would you like to see the fog machine very next. I'd love to know your opinion. I'm going to shoot them out as fast as I can, and I'm going to hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I hope I helped you break your painter's block. Bye.